Hey guys, this is Ned here, and welcome back to the Minecraft Survival YouTube series. So we're on episode 3 now, and to start this episode off, I just wanted to show you what I did in between. So to get started here, I did go ahead and enchant that pickaxe, and I was able to get us up to the fortune enchantment on it. And then here is just some clips of some diamond mining I also did. So all in all, after all the mining is done, this is where we're currently sitting in the kind of the loot chest I have. And I feel like we're doing pretty well. The 57 diamonds here is definitely pretty good. And then we do have a lot of gold starting to pile up too, which I'm also really happy about because we're going to hopefully get into some villager trading pretty soon here. Um, but for today's episode, I want to focus on a couple of other things. So down there, I want to keep on working on that wheat field. And then I think I'm going to build a little house as well with maybe an automatic wheat field underneath it. And then up here, I do want to go ahead and get the nether portal moved just because that's an awful spot for it. So kind of the goal is going to be to build a pond right about here and then have a lower island that will house our nether portal. Um, so yeah, I think what we'll do first is go back down and keep on working on the ground area. Maybe go underground and do the wheat field first. Maybe work on the house first. But we're definitely going to need some more wood and also some more food very soon because I am running super low after all the mining I did. All right, so I went ahead and got started on digging out some space for a semi-automatic crop farm down here. So this is what it looks like right now. And then I think what we'll do is repeat this same stair step pattern on the other side. So this is a pretty common design here. And how it works is just that we'll have dispensers along the back here. And then as the water runs down, it'll wash all the crops to the bottom where they can all be collected pretty easily by us. It's only a semi-automatic farm. You have to replant, and it's not like bone meal powered or anything. It takes a lot of space and a lot of digging, but when you want to start collecting some more cobblestone and some of this other granite and gravel and stuff, digging something out like this can be very helpful with that. So that's another reason why we're digging this whole thing out. You don't really need to do something like this. It's more so just a project where you can get other things while you're doing it, so it's helpful for that reason. And then we do have to come up with a staircase or ladder design or something. I might just do bubble elevators to get to and from here, but I'm not entirely sure quite yet. And then I'm not sure what I'm going to do for the walls either. I might do just some stone or something. I don't know. I might try to find some hardened clay and do it that way, but it could just start taking a lot of time if we do it that way. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and dig out the other side for right now. Hopefully the pickaxe lasts the whole time. It is getting pretty low now, but if not, I can just go and enchant another one. So we'll be all right either way. But yeah, I'm going to keep going here. So I did decide to go for terracotta, and I knew of a nearby badlands biome. This is my first time actually seeing it, and this place looks super cool. Just the height of the mountains here is Really, really cool. I think I'm gonna look for some cactus to go for green dye, and I might even look around and try to mine for some gold, just because it is super common here. But yeah, all in all, this biome is really cool. I'll probably try to mine completely inside, just because I don't want to destroy any of the outside of the mountain. Normally, I'll just destroy it all, but this place looks too cool to try and tear down. So yeah, I'm gonna collect a few stacks of this stuff, maybe like 5 or 6, and then head back home. So we're leaving the mesa now, and to make a long story short, I died multiple times. And I thought I wasn't going to get back the resources and lose these pickaxes and that things were going to go awful. But we got them back, just barely. And so we're leaving. I got 3 stacks. I wanted to find cacti too for green dye, but I couldn't. So we're going back. And when we are back, I think we're going to change directions. The whole crop farm that I'm working on right now really only helps for, getting crops. Wow, this is really cool. Look at that, like a little aquifers. That goes so far down. Okay, anyways. The crop farm that we're working on is really good for getting crops. But that doesn't really advance where we are in the game right now. And I think the biggest thing I need to focus on doing right now is not dying, because I'm doing so much of it. So we're going to try to set up an experience farm, and now that we have so many diamonds, hopefully get some actual armor and improve that way. So yeah, we'll check back in at the base when we're safe and established. So I was going back a different way and traveling along the mountain here, and I noticed that this calcite is on the top of the mountain, and I had no clue that it could spawn anywhere other than the amethyst geodes. I thought that it was super limited to just there, so this is really, really cool to me. I didn't know it. I saw it the first time heading out, the white, and I thought it was just some diorite, but it's actually the calcite, which is something definitely to keep in mind if I ever want some. What biome is this called? Yeah, just the Stony Peaks. I had never seen that before. Maybe it's a change in world generation or something, but that is really cool. Alright, so here's the deal. About 700 blocks this direction, there's a double skeleton spawner. And we're gonna head out there and set up an actual XP farm, because as of now, without an XP farm, and with how often I die in this game, it is just about impossible to try and keep ahead and actually get gear set up. So we're going to go set up a double skeleton spawner. We're going to start farming XP, and also very important, the bones for, fueling every other farm in the game. And then hopefully we'll start to make some real progress in the game here. So yeah, I'm going to head out, and I'll check back in once we actually reach the spawners. Alright, so I was able to make it out to the spawners here and get them safe. It did take a few tries, but they're both safe now. So this is the lower one. They're kind of stacked on top of each other. I think normally you kind of want these side by side, but they're stacked, so we'll just do it that way. And then this one is above. So I'm going to go ahead and dig out the area around both of them now, and then we'll have to find an area to stand where both are active and able to spawn, and set up the killing chamber and everything. But yeah, with it, we should be able to really start to actually get some gear here. I think we'll also maybe try to get a second enchantment set up and get it all set up out here as well. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get to digging. Alright, so I was able to dig out the space around both spawners. So this is just 4 down, 2 up, and 4 over on both sides. And for both of these spawners, it looks exactly the same.
They're slightly offset from each other. I think I mentioned that last time. So I think I'll have both come this way and maybe try to filter them into just one column of water going up. I'm not exactly sure how I want to do it just because they are in two very different locations. But I do want to try and feed them into the same place to kill them. So I guess maybe what I'll do next is figure out where I want the killing chamber to be and then go from there with getting the funneling all set up. So yeah, probably on this side because there's already some space. There's a lot to clean up, but I'm pretty sure both will be active from over here. If I'm standing like right in this type of range, I don't want to do any glass leading into the area or anything. I'm just gonna leave it completely concealed. I don't want to come and have to dig up walls and redecorate and everything. So it'll just be completely sealed and closed off at all times. The only thing that's important is that both spawners stay active while I am in the room. That's for killing them and everything. So yeah, I might go ahead and dig out a room and then work on getting the pipeline for the funnels set as well. All right, so we're doing pretty good in terms of progress here. I have the first water elevator set up over here, and then I was also able to get kind of just an outline of a room. I think just a 9x9 shape will be more than enough. I might make it a little bigger, maybe a little smaller, maybe do something different with... I'm going to have a nether portal down here just for easy transportation to and from this room. And then I wanted to show just how I do the water elevator in the dungeon, just because that's so important. So on this side, we're going to have water buckets pushing them this way, and then they'll just float along. And then I think this is pretty universal right now, but it's just a fence and then a soul sand one block higher, and then what are these signs to block it. And then the easiest way to do this is just to grab kelp and just go straight up with the kelp. And then if you run out, if you have any bone meal, you can finish it up pretty quickly that way. So yeah, I just ran out, but oh, and I will need some more bone meal. All right. Oh, and then here I should just catch my breath real quick. All right, and then we just want to make sure we get this to the exact right height. So 1, 2, and then yeah, that should do it all the way. So so this over here is where the other one comes up from. You can see the bubbles kind of rising, and we can't swim down, so we know that that one's working. And then we just want to swim down here and break the kelp, and we should shoot all the way up to the top. So let's see. Break that, and yeah, there we go. All right, and then yeah, this is going to be the killing chamber right here. So I climbed up earlier with moss just to keep it blocked a little bit so we don't fall down and die right away. And then yeah, so skeletons will land right there. I'll just block it with the dirt for now. Keep it ugly. And then the very last thing to do now is just to place the water along the wall and then turn off the spawners. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then hopefully we have some skeletons. Alright, so that took no time at all, really. Everything is in place, and we are now getting skeletons here, so... yeah, right away. A lot more XP than we've had before. Oh, whoa. And I guess they can drop crossbows? I have no clue how else I could have gotten this, but... that is really cool, too, if they do drop crossbows. I'll have to kill some more and experiment and see. But, yeah, that's just about everything now. I do want to make this area prettier and also get a enchanting table over here. I don't want to move the current one, and I don't have silk touch anyways, so yeah, I'm not sure what I'll do for decoration down here. A 9x9 is pretty basic and boring, so I might try to swap up some things. But yeah, for right now, it is pretty good, and yeah, we can finally get experience without having to risk our lives to do it, so So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and farm some experience and maybe work on the shape of the room a little bit as well. All right, so I think this is the room layout we'll go for. Imagine if this Mossy was bookshelves and we had an enchantment table right here, and then storage over here against this wall. Um, and then this will kind of divide it, and we have an off-center nether portal, which I think helps, make it feel like an actual room. And then I think we'll do like tables or something over here, just to fill space, maybe a carpet. I might open up a window and look into the skeleton spawner. I'm not sure because I'd have to decorate or just redo the whole walls in there, which would be a lot of work. Um, but I mean, the most important thing for right now is that it's working. So we have bones, we have way too many bows, but we can finally start actually enchanting and actually, growing crops and trees and whatever else we want to do with all that bone meal. The nether portal right now just goes, to the nether, like the floor of the nether. What I want to do is actually elevate it and kind of start early game nether tunnels. I'm nowhere near the point where I can be like decorating nether walls and doing nether hubs and stuff, but I do want to make a tunnel that connects the two portals between both bases right now, the skeleton spawner and kind of that spawn base. So yeah, I want to climb up to the roof and get started with that. I need to figure out the coordinates of the other portal, but I can freely manipulate those to a certain extent too. Um, I guess I'll probably actually have to travel back to that base manually one more time. But yeah, doing the nether portal tunnels so we can get back and forth between these quickly is going to be pretty essential. At least in the short term here. Because yeah, it's about like 3 or 4 minutes to travel here, so it would really start to add up. I still have no clue how I got this crossbow. Because I mean, I've gotten like 100 bows, but no crossbow since that one, so that makes no sense to me, but I'm sure there's an explanation, it just makes no sense. So yeah, I think what I'll do is I'll head back over to the main base, and get some portal coordinates and get started working on a little attachment, a little tunnel between these two. All right, so I made it back here. All the enchants for things I want, which are boots, the sword, and the pickaxe, I don't like. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do a quick burner. That'll just reset the enchantments here. All right, so I do like Unbreaking 3 on the sword. Unbreaking 3 on everything. I'll take the risk with the sword. And yeah, I mean, that's not bad. That's good if we're, looking for wither skeletons, but outside of that, it's not great. I might keep it for right now, just to save the smite enchant for when we are looking for wither skeletons. It will be time. I wonder if we can one-shot it with the smite. It will be time pretty soon to break into getting started on some villager trading. That's pretty close to up next. Um, and so we don't really need to focus on perfect enchants, just levels for, being able to apply books and do anything like that we might want to be doing. So I'm gonna get the coordinates for here, and then I'm gonna go look for some other types of wood. I want either spruce wood or dark oak wood. Um, the type isn't important, it's just whichever type I find first in the world. I might try to travel across the ocean, see if I can find some that way. But yeah, the next check-in we should be back over at the hopefully have a tunnel between these two. I forgot to get the coordinates from that one, and so I can't actually go and do the tunnel right now. Um, I mean, I remember. Maybe I can. I remember approximately where it is. And I also have to decide on a height for doing the nether tunnels. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can get them connected and maybe get started on decorating that other area. I had also forgotten to mention I accidentally used the fortune pick earlier while working on the skeleton spawner, so it's pretty much broken. Um, Fortunately, though, I do have a Unbreaking 3 Efficiency 4, so we can get that up to Efficiency 5. So that pick is nearly perfect now. We just need mending on it, which is really big incentive to also get some villagers done too. But yeah, I just wanted to update that that pick is, getting a little stronger. All right, so I did want to get that second enchanting setup, so I've just been kind of breeding up a ton of cows just while, watching a show. And yeah, we will definitely be able to get the second setup now. So there is more than enough here, I'm sure. Plus I have like 13 to spare already, so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get this finished up. And then I did make a lot of progress over at the spawner too. Um, and so fortunately that whole project should be able to get finished today, which would be the first time I finished anything in this world. Oh, oh, sorry, baby. Yeah, still no looting on the sword, which just stinks for cows. And then I had like 13. 46 is what's needed, so yeah, we're actually good. Alright, sweet. And then we have a ton of wheat seeds too, so working on this field might become a new priority soon, just to, keep on making that area good. Because I do want everything to look nice. Sorry, that noise might be completely overpowering. It's awfully loud. And then let's see if that's even enough sugarcane. It's close. Alright, yes. And so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get this worked out here. I might do a diamond axe enchantment too, because I'm getting tired of chopping down trees already. It's a pain in the butt. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and finish up the enchanting table. I'll set it up at the place, and then hopefully we can do a grand reveal and show everything off in one go. Alrighty, so this is the finished skeleton grinder. Um, Over here, actually, we have the skeleton drop chute. And then I have some storage over here, so I still have to go through and like take this like garbage stuff back home. This is just kind of the different items that we had gotten while working on this. So yeah, I still have to go through and do that. And then a little carpet, there's some hidden lighting underneath just to help, keep everything lit. This stuff's gonna go eventually. I just have to put a table in, which I forgot about. And then I might do some paintings on the walls. I guess I still have to do behind the nether portal too. And then over here we have the enchanting, which I do like how this turned out, especially kind of sectioned off in its own part of the room. Even though this was originally a 9x9, you do get a very different feel for it now that it's kind of a little different bit of a shape. And I left the moss up here in the ceiling. It's kind of like I don't know, almost reminds you that this is like a lush cave biome that we're in right now. And then right on this side of the wall, we do have the skeleton spawner, which, if I ever wanted to, this would be super easy to swap for a window. I don't think that'll ever happen, but it could. So yeah, everything in here is just about done now. You'll notice we're finally able to actually get some good experience levels. I'm also working on building up some bows. I always like to try and mend the bows with skeleton farms. It'll save you later when you're trying to make dispensers and you just don't have the string for it. That's a lot better way of going about that. But yeah, overall I'm very happy with this. And then for right now, I don't think I've shown the nether tunnels yet, but for right now we just have you know, just a walkway, and that'll lead straight back to the other tunnel. But we're gonna focus more on the nether and what I want to do in the nether a little bit later. For right now, we're still kind of just getting established. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna spend some time just trying to enchant and get some actual gear put together. Because yeah, right now we are, we have close to nothing, so I'm gonna get some actual gear assembled now. Alright, so I have just about finished up in here, I think. I added glow lichen to the ceiling. I think it helps ease the transition between the green and that, while still kind of doing what I want. And also it lets me take down all of the torches because it gives enough light everywhere that we're fine now. So I really like the look of that now. I threw up some paintings around here too, these tables as well. And then one of the best features, in my opinion, is this painting right here is actually a trash can. So if we got armor, which we didn't get that time, we can just hover over it and you'll hear that is it burning. So I like that a lot. It's very helpful. And then I got these chests just a little more organized here. But yeah, all in all, this turned out really well. The last thing I want to do is add a auto kill switch, which I want a sticky piston before I can do that. So it's just gonna have to wait. I just don't have any slime balls right now. Haven't been lucky enough to find the slime yet. But yeah, I want it so I can pull this block back and they'll fall like 10 or 20 more blocks and just die every time. So I can make this fully AFK. It already is fully AFK if I use an auto clicker, but sometimes you don't want to set up an auto clicker, so it makes sense to not have it be fully AFK. But yeah. And then I've just been working on some gear here. I got a good chest plate. I have a good axe. I'm still looking for some good boots. Oh, well, those are worse than the current pair, so I'll have to keep at it here. But yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and end it here for today. I feel like this is definitely the best progress jump we've made so far. Getting this set up is going to save just so many headaches. So I'm really, really happy about how this turned out too. So in between the episodes here, I might just go ahead and do all the enchanting off camera. It's just, pretty boring stuff, just killing skeletons and then going and enchanting and, just the back and forth of it all. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here. So if you made it this far into the video and you liked the video, I would appreciate it a whole lot if you left a like on the video. And if you really liked it and want to see more, I would appreciate it if you could subscribe to the channel. But until next time, this has been Nedge. Thanks for watching.